basics to keep you stable in the water. It also helps you move forward. Once we break the stationary inertia from pushing off the wall, we need to maintain that motion, and kicking is going to help us do that. So in order to practice, we're going to have each person, once you're back in your lanes, you're going to hold on to the wall and kick, as Megan's going to demonstrate, and Josh. You want to bubble the water just slightly, and you want your kicks coming all the way from the hip. You don't want a lot of knee motion. The main muscles that you're using are your glutes and your quads to do the kick, and your lower leg is kind of like a big flipper that's going to push you through the water. So keep the loose ankle. You don't want it tight, dorsiflex. Keep it down, and then whip it through. That's going to push you. So we're going to go back to our lanes. We're going to practice on the wall kicking, and then we're going to use the kick boards. We're going to practice kicking with the boards out in front of you, out to the 5 foot, and then back. And then once we're comfortable kicking like that, we're going to tie it back into the sweet spot and practice kicking in your sweet spot like this, and then you can rotate back to your other sweet spot. Everybody understand? Okay, head back to your lanes.
If this is going to be too much for your leg, Candace, if you can only do it with one leg, that's yeah, I'm going to do it with one leg.
Alright guys, squat in the wall. Grab some real estate.
Go for it.
That's a good kick. So when you're kicking, it's almost like you're boiling water, like you're making some macaroni. That's the way the water should be. Like you're making some macaroni. When the temperature's too hot and it starts boiling over, you turn the temperature down. Nice.
You can also practice putting your face in the water and blowing air out.
Okay.
It will help you get more comfortable.
Jared, it's coming from... I'm going to kick it from here. Yeah, those hips. There you go, the hips. You see Happy Gilmore, it's all in the hips. It's coming from the hips.
Very good, Jared.
Nice. Chris, that's awesome. Jenna, tremendous. Coming from the hips. That lane's good down there. Nice.
Alright, now we're going to progress to the kickboards.
Listen up, please.
Reach out. There should be 2 kickboards or 3 in this one for each person. And we're going to kick both hands out to the 5 foot mark. The A's can go first. It doesn't matter what side the board's on.
Boil that water.
Alright, the B's can go.
Nice. Boil that. Come from the hips.
Make sure you're not doing it with the pose. Doing it right from the hips.
That's a strong one.
Alright, let's have the A's head back towards the wall.
Emphasize, it's coming from your hips. It's not coming from your knees and your legs. That's really good. Everyone see Chris?
noticed that some of you are using pretty big kicks. You don't need to do huge kicks. The pull, which we will learn later, is where the majority of your motion, your propulsion comes from. The kick is more of a stabilization. It does help you push forward, but a smaller, kind of steady kick is going to be better. These are pretty big muscles, and if you use them excessively, that's where your oxygen's going to go, and it's going to exhaust you as you begin to swim. So try and keep like a steady, constant kick that doesn't exhaust your legs too much. As we head back out, let's practice having our face in the water so you can get used to the idea, because it's going to come fast. A's go ahead, and then B's follow once the A's pass me here. This one, both hands again for this one. And your face is down.
Yeah, you're stopping in the front.
And remember, when you're kicking, it's coming from your hips, so you should almost be like skiing. Almost. Like you're going to be moving. That's how I ski. Alright, Group A.
Go.
Alright, now as you head back, I want you to practice with one arm in the sweet spot, still kicking. And then when
This
you feel
camera battery
comfortable
doesn't
in
last
that
very
turn,
long.
Go ahead, and as you roll, blow your air out, and then come up and breathe and kick on the other side.
You want to do a quick demonstration?
Yeah.
So you're getting a sweet spot, just enjoy it. So nice, put your head in the water and switch. Oh, I love this. Remember to boil that water from the hip.
Alright, go ahead, Hayes.
I like that.
Hold it for 2 hours. That's the kind of trouble for
Jason, very good.
Yeah, because
Remember to kick, remember to kick.
it looks like you have to plug it in to charge it, like to a computer. And like I plugged it in for like 20 or 30 minutes this morning, but I don't know how long this will last. I mean, I might hold like an hour at most, but
Well, when you plug it in, it should last at least 2.
Alright, with our remaining few minutes
okay.
for the kicking segment, who can tell me some of the fundamentals of kicking and why we need kicking in our stroke? Stabilize, every hip to move. Anything else? Were you able to notice how sweet spot keyed into this one as well? As you kick and you can roll, now you can kick, roll, and breathe at the same time. Alright, let's bring it back in this area.
Yeah, you just put the board so like right on the back. And back over.
I love going under these things.
It's like an obstacle course.
It is. Wow.